How do you like this Lamborghini? Yeah, that's right, it's mine. No loans or anything. Over the past few years, my lifestyle has only been on the rise. And if you want, I can tell you exactly how I did it. What's up everyone? My name is Simon. I'm a professional trader with 7 years of experience. Today, I'm sharing 5 hacks that will reduce your risks to almost zero. Watch this video closely because I'm about to give you for free a step-by-step guide to a successful life you didn't even think was possible. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Over 46,000 people already trust me. I share things that I can't even talk about on YouTube, so hit that subscribe button right away and don't risk missing out. The link is in the description and pinned comment below. Alright, let's pick the main players for today's session. There we go. And add in shares and all set. Our time frame as usual is 1 minute with 30 seconds candles. Now let's choose the vortex indicator. Lately this has been my favorite indicator. It's fairly new and does a better job of accounting for modern trends. It actually has a really interesting backstory. The creators were inspired by the movement of water. Can you believe that? Pretty cool guys, right? Meanwhile, I wash my hands every day and still have not come up with my own indicator. By the way, I explained how this indicator works in detail on my open Telegram channel. Now let's see it in action. I'll adjust the styles so everything is clearly visible. Perfect, we are ready to go. Alright, today I'm starting with 65. You can see here that we should follow the uptrend because the correction has hit the level and we're expecting a bounce. What did I say? And that's just in a minute. Let's keep going. My strategy is very simple, and I think that's really important because, let's face it, the market is already complicated enough. There's no need to make it harder. But if you ever need more info or extra help, feel free to hit me up on Telegram. I've been in trading for over 7 years, so I'm here to answer any questions you have. Alright, let's move on to the second pair. Assess the situation, and I'll start breaking down the top 5 trading mistakes for you. So here we go. The vortex indicator shows that the red line is dominating over the green, which means the sellers might push the candles even lower. Plus, we can clearly see the trend, so we'll stick to it and go down. Let's keep an eye on how this turns out. The key for us is to determine the right direction of the candle movement. I can do this quickly since I've been doing it for a while, but beginners often rush and make mistakes, so take your time and be careful. Alright, the first mistake I want to highlight is trading without a clear plan or goals. Honestly, this was my biggest issue when I started. I was just hoping for luck, and you can probably guess how that ended. Huge losses. Guys, without a solid trading plan and a clear understanding of what you want to achieve, you're doomed to fail. Set your goals, build a strategy, and only then start trading. By the way, if you're still new to this and not great with planning strategies, you know where to find tested ones. You've already subscribed to my Telegram channel, right? Alright, nailed it again. Let's move on to the next one. Let's check out Cisco now. Everything's clear here. We're going down with a strong trend. Our indicator confirms that the trend is dropping fast without any pullback, so let's not waste time. Mistake number 2 for all beginners is underestimating the importance of risk management. Oh man, that was definitely my weak spot. I thought I could just rely on my gut feeling and everything would be fine, but nope. Risk management is an entire science, guys. You need to learn how to properly calculate position sizes, figure out entry and exit points, and diversify your portfolio. Otherwise, one wrong move can wipe out everything you've worked hard for. You know what I've learned for sure? You can't be afraid of change. Life is short and you gotta make your reality what you dream of. And the greatest part is, I'm here to help you take those first steps in trading. The most important thing is to connect with me. That's why I've got my Telegram channel, so you can trade alongside me. Just send me a direct message. I'll open the door to the world of trading for you, completely free while guiding and protecting you along the way. The links are below the video and in the comments. And once again, the prediction was spot on, everything went smoothly, and our analysis was right on point. Let's keep going. Now we've got Intel up next. You gotta be careful here, we're seeing red candles at the moment, but the trend was strong before. Plus, on the vortex indicator, the green line is above the red, showing that the bulls are taking the lead, so we're jumping in right on the correction and going up. So even when everything seems obvious and you're ready to hit that button, think twice. This brings us to mistake number 3, making emotional decisions based on fear or greed. Guys, emotions are your worst enemy in the market. Trust me, I've been there. When the market started moving against me, I panicked and closed everything at a loss. And when the price was rising, I got greedy, chasing every point to hit the jackpot. Learn to keep your cool and make decisions with a clear head. Another spot-on prediction is great. Let's move on. Let's get back to our pairs. The situation has changed here, first because the trend has shifted, and second, the vortex indicator lines has widened significantly, which signals that the downward movement is likely to continue. When analyzing, you gotta consider so many details that you just can't grasp when you're starting out. And that brings us to mistake number 4, not learning enough about the market and trading tools. I'll be honest, when I first started, I had no idea what fundamental or technical analysis even was. I would just jump into sessions blindly, hoping for success. You can imagine how that turned out. Guys, to succeed, you gotta study the market, learn how to analyze charts and understand what's happening. That's exactly what I share on my Telegram channel. And just as expected, I'm really happy about the results. Got it, the trend is shifting, and the indicator confirms it as well. We're confidently entering upwards at the end of the correction. You can see I'm serious about this, but I can afford it. For beginners though, I never recommend starting big. Otherwise, you could lose everything. And now, the last mistake for today, mistake number 5, incorrect capital allocation and position sizing. This mistake almost knocked me out. I was putting everything into one trade hoping for a big reward. You can imagine how that turned out. Guys, never risk everything you've got. Spread out your capital, figure out the right position size, and never risk everything on one trade. Now friends, you know what to avoid. I hope these tips help you avoid my early mistakes and move towards success. Once again, we've got a positive result. Time for the final round. What do you say we go for one more round? Let's go. We're coming back to Cisco. Here we're going with 2,500. You can see the trend is about to shift and the indicator is preparing for reversal. So we're expecting a rise. I nailed this session, got the results we were expecting. On such a high note, it's time to say goodbye, because I've got another session starting soon for my subscribers on Telegram. If you want to join in and grow under the guidance of an experienced trader, follow the link in the description and the first pinned comment. I've opened free access for everyone right now. See you in the next video soon. That's it for now. Bye bye.